National Football League.
Leading the Washington sideline, that's head coach Dan Quinn. His guys trying to stop hovering around 500. They come in 4-3 to this one. On the other side, the head coach for the Chiefs. His guys ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's going to be Harrison Butker to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. We'll begin his return from the 11. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jayden Daniels.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Daniels keeps it himself. A disappointing way to begin this one as he is stopped for no gain, and 3 plays in, Brock. They're already facing 4th down. Commanders punching on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, the quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes. They go play action. It's Mahomes.
And they did get that win last week, but instead of being a player you win because of, this quarterback was a player they won in spite of. A lot of issues take care of the football that canceled out, really, the good he did on the field. He knows they were fortunate to get the dub, carry some momentum into this week, and you know he wants to play better.
He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. All the way across midfield before he's brought down. They gain 11 on that play, and it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. time you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the red zone on first. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
Yellow!
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Yellow!
Third down, it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Butker knocks it through, and that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Let's take this at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. They'll start the drive with Edwards. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Daniels setting up the play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Second down run by Pacheco. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And the pistol, here comes Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to Pacheco here on second. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up third down.
A gain of 9 brings
be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. The play clock reaches 5 seconds, and we're going to get a timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. And the offense has not left the field. 4th and inches here. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
The score, Chiefs 10, Commanders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Play action now with Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Man in motion here. Daniels now on first down. Catch is made by Elijah Mitchell. Works his way to the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Washington Commanders first down.
On the gun, it's Daniels. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second down.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Yellow.
Trying things up the gut. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball finds his running back, Gus Edwards. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
19 Charger. 19 Charger.
1st down, Washington.
Hey, check that. Check.
Sticking with Edwards here. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory. Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Edwards again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. The 30. He's at the 10. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
17. Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Washington first down.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Looking now from the gun. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Prior to 1st down, they decided to call a timeout.
Get it.
Again, Daniels to the air. He's keeping it. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Quick slant to Samuel. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Daniels now. He's running with it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense is set. 1st and 10. In the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Okay,
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cowboy 80. Hogan, let's go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This gets the 1st and more. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders get their first points of this game just before halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive.
Yellow, yellow.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He finds Wood. Oh, the football's loose. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. Running Rice, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Commanders do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week. They're in practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And they make the tackle at the 38. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now a pitch play to Pacheco. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your...
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Third and long for him here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Running behind center with Edwards. Having gained up that handful there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Let's cook it like this.
And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He was fullback now. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Daniels from the pistol. That's completed right side. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Daniels on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Reno! Here we go! Roll!
Daniels going to keep it. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5 block. That will bring up 3rd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The Kansas City offense set to take the field. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing, Brock. 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Well, he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So they get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And that one goes for a gain of 11. It's going to be first down, Kansas City.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd. Third and long. They're going to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. And plenty of hang time on this one. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. Now comes the Commander offense for another series. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he cuts it back right. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. They send Samuel Wright. Throwing on first down. Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pachenko. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line.
At the 38-yard line.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Set the screen for Rice. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
He's got it in the red zone. Oh, he lost the football. And the defense is on it in the end zone. Talk about a play that could swing this ball game. That might be it right there. All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He can run it. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Come on. Hey. Mikey, hey, sit.
On the pistol, here comes Edwards. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. That man was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Trying again with Pacheco. They push them down to the 6-yard line. Give them 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
Chiefs 24, Commanders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. The Commanders set to take over. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game, maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Out of the gun, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Mike, come on, come on. Hey. Cougar 19. Ready, go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Running right side by McLaurin. 40. Hits the 20. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks in that.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To the air, Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Washington calls it 2nd timeout.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and
With how
10.
hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
31. Commanders 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Daniels now on 1st down. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
On the ball.
Offensive line fast.
19 Tiger.
This one set up for Daniels. That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up to 3rd down.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. He's brought down back at the 16.
Daniels. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Daniels. Setting up the screen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Clock is working against him as they hurry up to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Daniels now.
The 49-yard.
Hits him on the out route. He's still going at the 30. Running down the left side. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10.
31. Commanders 21.
set up for the onside kick that they must recover. Just one timeout left in their pocket. And the Chiefs cover off the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
He's still going at the 30. And he has the Chiefs first down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one.
15 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Right back to Pacheco. Here he goes again. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Pacheco goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense came at the perfect time.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
They'll try with Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
Commanders 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. On first down, here's Daniels. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first.
Come on.
To throw, Daniels. Trying to push deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
That's good for a Commanders first down. It's a gain of 48 yards. First down.
They get to the line and spike the football and stop the clock.
Okay, ready?
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Back up.
Here we go, there's one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And as we play in October,